Hi, I'm John and welcome to the Racing Line, and this is your Castrol Power 1 Regional Underbone Grand Prix. And right now we are going to give you the 4 automatic intermediate expert 160.
Are you ready?
Welcome back to your Castrol Power 1 Regional Underbone Grand Prix, Tagum Grand Prix. Hi, I'm Jong and welcome back to the Racing Line. And welcome to your 4 automatic scooter 160 intermediate expert. And we have a full grid. Dan Carlos leading everyone else. Axel Teves, Anver Antonio, Zach Lindon Cañeda, Neil Perino, and Reina Losada, rows 1 and 2 respectively. Romel Paz, Patrick Orbit, Job Gonzalez, and Ricardo Canja. We have 10 racers on the racetrack qualified to race for the final heat of your intermediate expert 130 automatic. And here we go. A good start there for Dan Carlos. Axel Teves, Anver Antonio. Oh, problems there on the first corner as usual. That was Anver Antonio and Axel Teves as usual on the first corner. I think that was Romel Paz was able to benefit on that problem. Anver Antonio was able to grab a position, the third position, but right now Teves was able to grab that one before the speed trap chicane. Wow, we have to see that again. A lot of actions here. There we go. Romel Paz, Teves hitting the tire of Paz. 1 lap down as Anver Antonio slide down to 4th. There we go. Antonio slide down to 4th. Teves was able to get him on lap number 1. Dan Carlos. Look at the gap here by Dan Carlos, and it's raining again. Very interesting here. The track is very wet. Race is getting interesting as Teves was able to get the position, the second position from Romel Paz. 3 laps down for Dan Carlos. What a nice race for Dan Carlos. The gap is widened here. We have to see that again. There we go. That's the action between Anver Antonio. Made a wide turn, made a huge opening on the inside. Teves made a move on the inside. I think he already did that twice. The first time he did that is with Dan Carlos, and right now another one with Anver Antonio. Anver Antonio and Romel Paz. The battle for third a while ago, but so far no changes between them. Looking at Dan Carlos right now, the pace of Dan Carlos is unbelievable here. Look at the gap there. There we go, that's the gap. And look at now, it's just 4th lap. Just the 4th lap of this race, and the gap is increasing every corner. Dan Carlos, another lap down for Carlos. 5 laps to go in this 10-lap race. There we go, Carlos is about to overlap halfway mark here on the track. Axel Teves, strong second. And for third, again, Romel Paz and Anver Antonio. Halfway mark right here in the intermediate expert 160 automatic. No changes in our classification as lap number 6 for Dan Carlos. We're going to show you a replay right here. This is the starting sequence. Dan Carlos made a good move on the inside as Teves followed him closely. He was hit, I think, by... Oh, he got caught in the tires at the hairpin curve. Was able to give that position back to Romel Paz and back to Anver Antonio. But 3 laps down, Teves was able to regain the second position as Paz. Oh, Reina Lozada, and I think that's Neil Perillo. 3 laps down right here on this track. This 10-lap race, yellow or blue flag. Hitting the rear tires there is Anver Antonio, hitting the rear tires of Romel Paz. Dan Carlos, back marker. Hairpin curve again on the speed trap chicane. Carlos about to overlap the back markers. That's Neil Perillo and Reina Lozada. Blue flag is out right now on that part of the track. Delays for Dan Carlos. Axel Teves is closing in. Again, the battle for third. Antonio and Paz. Last lap here on the track. It's getting exciting here as the last lap's being waved on the track. Axel Teves is closing in. Antonio and Paz still battling for position. Here we go. Antonio. Teves. Oh, Antonio went down. I think the race official had to see that one. Winning this race is Dan Carlos, and second is Axel Teves, and due to the disqualification of Romel Paz, on third is Anver Antonio. This is your Castrol Power 1 RUGP Tagum Grand Prix, only here on the Racing Line.
Are you ready?
Congratulations to Dan Carlos of Portos Maki Works. Dan Carlos is from Malay Bukidnon. He is one of the brightest racer last year, winning the Regional Novice of the Year. So Dan Carlos hopes to win a back-to-back regional title this year. So it's still very early in our season, so we have to check out that one in the end of the season if Dan Carlos will be able to win a back-to-back regional title. So, and of course, we all know that he is also in competition with his teammate Axel Teves, so that's going to be an interesting one. So please do check out the rest of our videos here, especially for your 2014 Castrol Power 1 Regional Underbone Grand Prix.